Okay, now let's move on and get you the latest on Trump-related developments. Starting with the first commentary for today, we had President Trump, who said that the United States has to make a deal with Iran. Otherwise, it would be traumatic for Iran. He wanted and he warned of consequences for Iran if they don't make a fair deal, and thinks an agreement could be struck in the next month. Listen in.
We have to make a deal, otherwise it's going to be very traumatic. Very traumatic. I don't want that to happen, but we have to make a deal. They should have made a deal the first time, and they got Midnight Hammer instead. And this will be very traumatic for Iran if they don't make a deal. Look, if they don't make a deal, then it'll be a different story. But we had a very good meeting yesterday with Bibi Netanyahu, and he understands, but it's ultimately up to me. If the deal isn't a very fair deal and a very good deal with Iran, then it's going to be, I think, a very difficult time for them in the back. I guess over the next month.
Now, moving on, in a post on Truth Social, U.S. President Donald Trump praised a significant change in Venezuela, stating that oil exports are resuming and the U.S. has extraordinary relations with the country's current leadership. The next commentary that came in, he announced that he will meet Chinese President Xi Jinping in April, with Xi expected to actually visit the United States later this year. However, he did not mention the exact date of his travel, so that is still uncertain in terms of when in April. Moving on, Trump has upped his pressure against Israel's President Herzog as he's seeking a pardon for his ally, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who is facing bribery charges. He told reporters that Israel Prime Minister has been an extraordinary wartime leader, and he condemned Herzog for failing to offer Netanyahu the pardon which he's asking for. So let's move on. And final commentary that we have, President has said that his administration would revoke the federal government's long-standing scientific finding that greenhouse gas emission endanger human health, describing it as a disastrous Obama-era policy that harmed American industry. The move also scrapped federal tailpipe emission standards for cars and trucks. Maybe, this is going to lead to more in terms of legal matters coming in on this front as well. There are a lot of protests already going on that front, but that's the latest update that we have coming in from President Donald Trump. But on